Hi everyone, I just wanted to kind of go over version 10.1 of the Ultimate Golf Calculator. Specifically, just to cover quickly, um, the whole notes or the shot data that you can now enter into the calculator and kind of give you an overview and a quick run through of how it works and some of the things you can look forward to and using. So we added these two new fields here. One is the tour field here, where there'll be a drop-down list where this is your own entry you can put. Give a tour any name, or it could be anything really in this field. In the hole field, we'll look for specific holes from this tour. In this case, I said T12. And in T12, I have this list of holes or shot data or hole data. I made another entry for T12 par 4s, I call it. And you'll see that the list will change and update to show only the T12 par 4 shot data. And let's see what else. Okay, I got a tour 8 here. When I select tour 8, you'll see that the list automatically changes and shows the shot data for T8. I don't have too many. This is my baby account. That I'm just started to input some shots into. But as you can see, let's work with this. It's really simple. There's just one entry. When I pick T8, and I say big drop, no move target, that's a shootout hole. I don't remember the names of the courses and the course hole names. I just kind of go by what it looks like and how I can remember it. And this one, I call it the big drop, no moving target hole. And you can see that I have my basic setup adjustment is just one adjustment I have for it. And then I brought down 25% elevation at 70% slider. Now, where you put all these entries is in the whole notes tab, which is here with the whole note sheet, I should say. And this is just populated with all your shot notes. Right, so you can have up to 2,000 entries. That can be easily changed. It could be even more, but right now it's set to look at 2,000. You can populate this list with 2,000 line items. And in this case, we have on the headings tour, hole, adjustment, basic adjustment info, the wind angle, whether it's left or right, miles per hour, wind, spin notes, curl notes, OP, overpower, underpower notes, basic setup notes, and a field to load some shot images for that particular shot. Now, these titles are not set. You can set them for whatever you want to. Say I didn't like the name of angle. I want to put direction, maybe, call it. And when I put direction, it'll change the title here. It's just a title of the column. And then as far as the whole notes, you just simply find the empty space. You could skip down here and put it if you want to. And I would put tour 8, say I had another hole. And it was called right big trees. And then it was 10% at 45%. And this is with a sniper. So now you can go back to the main sheet and you'll see that big trees is now listed there. And when you select big trees, it gets that data for you. The whole big tree is only showing you only big tree data. And the adjustment is 10 at 45%. So it's a dynamic list. You can just add things. It doesn't have to be in order. It can be anywhere you want within this grid, within the table. But let me show you some other features of this. So tour 12, I'm going to pull up maybe 3, the first one, 3 traps idle. Not sure what hole this is, but it's this one. There's 3 traps. There's 1, 2, and there's a third trap over here. I remember by knowing it's an island with 3 traps, so I call it 3 traps isle. And this one I've populated with a bunch of data here for different positions and wind angles, and wind directions. So let's take a look at what's going on with this one. Right now, it has this red line item. Word adjustment is 15% and 70%. The wind direction is at 10, and the mile per hour is 12.8. So there's a filter that will look at all your whole shot data, and based on the wind direction you input and the miles per hour, it'll find that it'll search this list for any shot that matches 10 degrees and 13 miles per hour. So let me just change it. So let's say if I put here, if I go down the list, 135 degree angle, and 11.5 miles per hour. So let me see, I put 135, 11.5. You can see it pulled up that shot to the top of your list. So why it does that is because you don't know what you're facing on every hole. So you're gonna, before you take your shot, you're gonna, once you see the hole, you're gonna populate the hole, and you're gonna make your initial adjustments in your slider. You put the wind in, and so as you put things in, you'll see that it'll catch the very specific note for that direction, and that wind strength. So 45 degrees in this case, 10.5 miles per hour. It caught this one right here, 45 degrees, 10.4 miles per hour. So what governs that is on the hole notes. You have these, I'll put this in the middle. You have these I guess not switches, I guess I would call settings, where you can set how much above and below the wind angle it should look for, and how much above and below the wind mile per hour it should look for. So if I put big numbers like 10 and 10, it'll scrub the list, it'll look through the list, your whole list for that tour and that hole. It'll find the very first shot data where the angle is within plus or minus 10 degrees and plus or minus 10 miles per hour. So this is huge. This one is a giant range. So let me put 10 and 13. Let me put 5 and 8. Okay, I missed that because 5 is 13. Oh, I put 8. 8 is 0.8. So 5 and 8. So I caught this first note, whereas 10, because it's within 10. Well, I put for my actual shot data, for my actual shot, I put 5 degrees, plus or minus 5. So it's going to look for anything that is between 15 and negative 5 degrees, and it's going to look for anything that's within 9 miles per hour and 7 miles per hour. Oh, I said 10. Oh, sorry, 10. So 18 miles per hour and minus 2 miles per hour. And so yeah, this first one falls in the category. It found it and it brought it to the top. So that's one of the things you can do with this. So you can set it pretty fine if you want to catch. And again, it's up to you to put whatever setting you want to be able to catch that specific shot you're looking for. Another thing you can also do is to put this field. Oh, I don't have it here. Let's see. Okay, let's look at this one. 3 trees in the middle. I don't have much data on this yet, but let's work with this one. Let's go to the whole notes. Let's see where I put these 3 trees in the middle. I got some couple of shots here and 4 here, so let's copy this down. Okay. There's a cell I have some here where you can, in direction, you can put all, and wind miles per hour you put all. That's another thing it'll look for. It won't. If it finds either now a shot that has a wind within one degree plus or minus, or 1 mile per hour plus or minus, or if you put all in the direction and all in the miles per hour, it'll automatically select this note. So let's go back to and see that shot. So you can see I was on 3 trees, it automatically updated it. You can see the all and the all was that we just inputted. It selected it based on T12, 3 trees in the middle. And since we put all in all, it also brought it to the top to highlight it. So if you want a real general note that's there all the time, yeah, just put all in all, and it'll drag it to the very top to highlight it for you. So how this filter works and if you have multiple searches, multiple criteria, like what if I had more than one all and all, and it just happened to find a shot that just fit within the range of the miles per hour in the direction. Well, simply enough, it's going to find the very first one at the top. The first one at the top of the list in your whole notes. That's basically it. It's just searching down the list from top to bottom, trying to find anything that fits those search criteria. The first one it finds, it'll highlight. And then it'll show every single shot for that specific hole in this area as well. Yeah, so this will be very helpful when you're dialing in the hole and you're doing your shot. You're trying to look for that specific note for that hole. There's a time constraint, so this is made to kind of help you to filter out all your extra notes that you have and allow you to focus on that specific shot you're looking for. And so I want to also show you something as well, which is I started to do this video because actually I had a hole that I was new to, and I wanted to keep track or keep the info for one of the shots that I did on it because I like the setup, and it's the Ct12 Nascar hole. So let me show that to you here. So I'm going to switch over to that. And I already captured the shot in the video. And this is just a replay of that video. Let's see here. So I want to capture here. Where am I here? I want to capture my initial setup location because I play this hole I play Ct12 with Titans. And so with Titans, you only have 2 side spin, so it kind of does limit your setup as far as let me get this. Okay, so as I pull away, okay, that's good. So in this one, I try to focus on the ball guide to make sure it's up on the bank, as not too low or not too high. So it's kind of hard to describe, so I rather have it as an image. So what I'll do is I'll save this picture. So let me save this picture. So I just took a snapshot of it. Let me look for it now. Look at my snapshot, look at my images. Should be that one. Okay, I like that. I'll edit this. kind of want to shrink it down a little bit to focus on that. Focus on the setup, where I want to be. Like that. Captures the club, captures the fact that the white ring, the clear ring is on the edge of the rough at the bottom, and the ball guide, I have it. I always know I'm going to put two side spin because of the Titan, and that's where I want the ball guide to travel along the bank. So that's good. I'll save this. Let's see, save it, and I'll share it. Oh, not trash it. Share it. It's into Google Drive. Sounds good. Images, yes. Call this Nascar. Nascar ball guide. I'll just set up, I guess. Nascar setup. Set up. And say that. See, so I uploaded it to my Google Drive. And I think another thing I want to capture is the curl that I used on the shot. So let's see this. So that's good. I want to put up my grid. Just to know how much curl. It looks like about 5/8 curl. And some overpower. So I just want to save that as an image. So I'll take a snapshot of that as well. Same deal. Go out to the images. There it is. I'll edit it, crop it. Crop this down just for the ball. Yeah, let's just get to the ball. I think would be good. Yeah. Okay, that'll be good for me. Yeah, let's take that off. It looks confusing. Yeah, that looks good. I'll save that. And then I'll post that up to my Google Drive as well. And I'll call that Nascar curl. Okay. Nascar curl, and save that. Okay. Oh, and then I can go back to. Well, I don't need that. Let's just go back to. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Let's see here. Let's go back to the spreadsheet and let's input that note. So, brand new note. I already have. I think I have a couple entries for NASCAR. Let's see here. I'm just going to refresh the page, just so the gifts of the arrow spins. Ct12 Nascar. You see, I just have one note for the NASCAR note. Set up at 15%, at 40%, with APOC. I had this one shot minus 60 degrees, 10.1 miles per hour. Spin and my nose. APOC 8 clear in the lower rough. But I just want a general note for now until I get more shots in it. And I get better data, I guess, or better info. Better selection of shots for me to choose from. So right now I just want to set up a more general note so I know how to set up and try to recreate the shot again. So again, it doesn't matter where you put it. You can have space, you can put it way down here, but I'll just put it as the next entry. In fact, I see one here. This is my NASCAR. So, let me see here. So I'll just copy this down. Copy. Get the next one. Okay, I want to make sure I highlight this on all the times. So I'll put all, so that'll bring it to be highlighted. My images here, I'll put the setup image here. So I highlight the cell, and then Google Sheets. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, you folks can see the menu. I'll select Insert, Image, and image in cell. I want to put the image right in that tiny little cell. I'm going to browse for it. I have my Google Drive tied to my File Explorer in Windows, so I should be here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Do I need to refresh? Maybe I gotta refresh. No, I don't see. Oh, here it is. It's not. It's by alphabetical order. I see. That's why I missed it. So I'll put the setup here. The NASCAR setup. That's the one. Okay, and you see it got put right there. Into the image, which I call the images, got dumped right into the cell. And now when it finds it, because I put all in all, it'll bring this whole entry to the top. And I have this cell a little more expanded, so it expands out the image automatically, which is nice with Google Sheets. So I have a setup image here. Oh, I gotta erase all this other info because it doesn't have to do with the shot. So yeah, the setup is correct. I'm going to go this right to left, spin, curl, terrain. I'll keep this setup note. For the curl, I'm going to put in the image of the curl as well, so you can see me put an image in again. Image in cell. Browse from a computer. It's the NASCAR curl that I had for the shot, which I think is a generalized curl because I've 2 or 3 shots I've tried. It's right around here for it with a Titan. Again, I dumped it tiny into the tiny little cell, but it expands it out when you pull it up. The fact that again that this is all and this is all, no matter what I put here, I could put 90 and, well, not 90, I put 80 there, 90 and 12 miles per hour. This will always stay highlighted. This specific shot right here stays highlighted because I put these two, I put all in direction and all in miles per hour. Yeah, so that's basically it. So you can see it's pretty handy. And it's useful for play. I'm going to be doing another video with this in actual play so you can kind of see the flow of how I pull up the shots, that the timing of it, how it works, and how well it works in actual play. Because you don't have too much time taking a shot when your shootout hole comes up. Is there anything else to cover around this? I think that's about it. Let me think. Yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it. Okay. Well, I hope you find it useful, and appreciate you watching. Thanks.